Hey guys, it's Jenna. In today's video, we are going to be going over my March beauty favorites. And I'm super excited because there are a lot of new products in this favorites that I actually haven't shared with you guys yet. So it's kind of exciting to go over some new stuff with you that I've been loving, as well as some other products I've already featured on my channel before that I also just can't stop using. So let's get started. The first product is actually brand new, and it is one of my favorite lipsticks right now. This is from Dior. This is the Dior Addict Refillable Shine Lipsticks. So I didn't get the fancy packaging. There's actually a few packaging styles in here. Like there's a denim and a really cool like pink, maybe leather or denim type style case, but they sold out so fast. So I just got the regular casing with it. The shade I picked up is 527 Atelier. This is actually from Nordstrom. I did pick up this shade there at Nordstrom Canada, but I think it's also at Sephora now. So it's really exciting. I do like the push that a lot of lipstick brands are doing right now, which is doing the reusable packaging thing. Less waste for sure, and this is no exception. This is actually a really nice, easy refillable packaging as well. We talked about the Fenty lipstick a few videos back where I talked about how the concept of a refillable lipstick is actually really nice, but it was kind of poorly executed with the refillable casing for the Fenty product. But this one is so much better. All you have to do is just take it right out. Like just like that. You know, it's so simple. You can easily replace it. It's basically like a little tunnel here, and it clicks right in once you're done. So I really like that. I think that's so easy, and it sure makes the refillable concept a little bit better and easier to grasp. You don't even have to worry about messing this up because there's one way to put it in and that's it. So I love that. Now this is a really beautiful satin finish. It's very creamy, so keep in mind that it's one that moves a little bit, but gives your lips a really beautiful shine. So I'm currently wearing Atelier on my lips right now. And even with my Invisalign in, it doesn't seem to transfer onto the brace very easily either. For a satin lipstick, that's huge. If you are an Invisalign wearer, you'll understand that. I've just been really impressed with this. So if you are wanting to try a new shiny lipstick, one that has a satin finish, really comfortable, has a medium opacity to it, definitely buildable to a full if you would like, but you should expect to do a couple coats with this one. I'm really impressed. I do think the concept of the packaging, they nailed it. It's so easy to use, so easy to put together, and you do have the option to upgrade your packaging if you want to one of those special edition packaging, but keep in mind those are hard to find on the market right now. Next, I found this really glowy primer. This is actually on the recommendation of my friend Allie Glines here on YouTube. I was watching her, and this is something that she recommended quite a few times, and I figured that I would test it out because I'm super curious about it, and it's so lovely. This is actually from Saie. This is the Glowy Super Gel. Yeah, Glowy Super Gel in Star Glow. This I've been using as a primer. It's super beautiful. It has a pump on the end of it. You definitely can do one pump for a whole face, but then you're actually minimizing the glow to a little bit more on the subtle side. I find 2 pumps, one on each half, is perfect, but I also like to have a little bit more of a glow push forward on my skin. This seems to be compatible with every foundation I've used. It doesn't seem to make it look worse or anything, so I love that. And you get a very generous amount in here. I do know Sephora offers a mini size of this. If you just want to test it out, there is a smaller size, and I do think that will last you a long time because the smaller size still has quite a bit in it. Now, the casing, if you do decide to get the full size, it is a frosted glass base, heavy in the hand, so lovely. I've been using this a ton. I mean, it gives you a really beautiful, healthy skin look on your face. Has a little bit of an iridescence to it, you can see. I do think you can use it as a highlight on the cheeks as well, but keep in mind it's going to be more on the subtle side if you're doing it for highlighting the cheekbones. So this is what I mean. Like that's one pump, and you could definitely do a full face, but if you want a little bit more of a glow, you can just go one pump for each half like I do. It's got the tiniest kind of pinkiness to the cream, so it's kind of like a pinky beige. It's not super pink at all, but leans a little bit more pinky beige there for the undertone. Even when I'm not wearing makeup, I'll put my SPF and then I'll put this on top of it for a little bit of a glow, and I still get compliments on my skin. Everybody thinks it's, you know, my beautiful skincare, which I do have a lot of skincare favorites, but this is helping my skin out a little bit to get that glow. So definitely love this one. Now, speaking of skincare, I actually have two favorites from Skinceuticals. Skinceuticals sent me PR initially with these two products inside, and then I was actually able to get hosted at a local medical clinic here in Winnipeg to do a fancy Skinceuticals facial. So it was kind of cool. I got the opportunity right after PR, and they also showed me some amazing products from the line. My skin was so glowy. It was so amazing. It was kind of like a brightening facial they gave me, and I had such a blast. So if you're in Winnipeg, Skinwise on Taylor Avenue in Winnipeg is a medical clinic slash like medical spa. They do have Skinceuticals if you want to pick up the line there, and they also have like fancy lasers and stuff. It's overseen by a dermatologist who owns the clinic. So the first favorite is the retinol. This is the Skinceuticals Retinol 0.3. This is what they sent me to kind of introduce me to retinol, and I noticed a difference with my acne in particular pretty quickly. It does seem to sort of like dry it out a little bit and sort of like expedite the healing of the acne on my face. So you kind of have to ease your skin into something like retinol, which they did tell me I had to be careful with. I do have a lot of acne treatments going on my skin all the time, given that I have persistent hormonal acne, and this didn't seem to make my skin peel or anything, which is nice. I did start it off with once a week, then I did twice a week. Now I'm doing every other day, and my skin seems to be tolerating it well. I don't know if I'm thinking about Accutane more so, because Accutane you can like really get dry and shed like crazy. I have heard that some people also have that experience with retinol. Not too dry, not too oily, so this has been a lovely one. I will definitely continue to use it. It's been so fun to introduce retinol to my skincare because it's been so easy to use. The other Skinceuticals moisturizer that I love is the Triple Lipid Restore. This is the anti-aging lipid replacement treatment. This is a lovely moisturizer for day and night, but I do typically use it after the retinol at night. This one is supposed to also, okay, it smells very faintly, like the faintest level of herby. Maybe it's like a touch of what sort of smells like eucalyptus, but it's not a fragrant or perfumey type smell at all. It definitely smells very natural, if that's kind of how to describe it. This one, the reason why it's called Triple Lipid Restore is because it has 2% ceramides, 4% cholesterol, 2% fatty acids. So this is also a really lovely one. I've been very impressed so far with the Skinceuticals stuff I've tested out, and the medical spa did also send me home with some more gifts to check out, so I will of course update you guys. But when I posted that reel with my experience on Instagram, a lot of you guys commented saying that you love the brand already and that it's been amazing for you. I've also had a couple followers share with me that it can be on the more strong side, and if you're not careful, you can get some bad reactions if it's overused. So just be careful with that, because we are talking about very concentrated products here, and you can't just get them anywhere. I know you can get them at specialty websites and clinics and stuff. Because of that, probably you're going to need some guidance, I think, on making sure you're using them well. I want to talk about my friend Panna for a minute, who was super sweet and actually sourced the Natasha Nona pastel palette for me in the UK before it was launched in North America, and she's been amazing. Such a friend of mine that I've met online, so I love her. And she actually recommended this palette to me from Vieve. This is the Essential palette. This is a palette that's perfect for every single day. There's mattes and there's shimmers in here, and there's varying textures of shimmer. We have a shimmer here that's a little bit more, I guess, like not as sparkle heavy, versus these two are a little bit more sparkle forward. I also really like the integrity of these mattes. These remind me a little bit of a thinner version of, like more lightweight version of the Anastasia Beverly Hills mattes. So you do have to expect a bit of fallout on the face. I did notice that, but not as bad as ABH, but definitely there's a little bit there to expect. I know I was wiping underneath my eyes when I was applying them today. I am wearing them on my lids right now. It's very beautiful, everyday friendly browns, and we do have nice golds. We also have really beautiful dark mattes at the end to smoke out. So been really obsessed with this one. The pans are insane. They're huge. So you do get your money's worth for sure. This is the line created by Jamie Genevieve, who is also a makeup creator on YouTube, and been very, very impressed with this one. I do think you absolutely need to check this brand out if you haven't. They definitely have some nice staple palettes right now that I think are just lovely. And with the size of the pans, you are definitely going to be having them in your collection for a long time. You're not going to hit pan anytime soon. Chanel has come out with some new makeup as of late, and I will be doing a review on the new pieces, but I had to also include this one right away. It was an instant love as soon as I got it. This is the Chanel Highlight. This is the Reve de Camellia Illuminating Powder from the new line, and it is absolutely gorgeous. This is the intricate detail of the flower, so it is the camellia flower embossed in the pigment. It's so stunning. It has a really gorgeous glow on the cheeks. I am wearing it today. It's so beautiful. You need 2 layers to get the maximum opacity on your cheekbone. It's just really gorgeous. Up close, you can actually see the detail of the art on the embossment. It's kind of like you almost don't want to use it, right? Because there's like some multi-layers to it and everything. So it actually is super darling. And then you have the casing, as always, with the Chanel emblem on it. I just think this is such a beautiful piece of makeup, and the quality is also there. So I've had some really good success with the Chanel illuminating powders in the past, and this one is no exception. It definitely has a bit of a pinky peach undertone to it, but it is gorgeous, like absolutely lovely. So this is, in my opinion, one of the highlights of the new collection. There's also a new eyeshadow palette that's quite peachy pink. We're going to be talking about that in a future review. But this one, you can rest assured, if you do end up purchasing a piece from the new launch, this is a lovely one, and it's absolutely beautiful quality. My girl Victoria Beckham Beauty, I am such a sucker for her line. I have not shown these on my channel yet. These are new lip glosses from the line, and I picked up 3 because I cannot control myself with her line. It's a problem, I swear. I feel like I try really hard to shop wisely. I do think that as a reviewer, I'm gonna have much more makeup than the average person, and I don't want anyone to ever try to emulate like my collection or another creator's collection, because if you're not a reviewer, there's a heck of a lot of makeup to use up, right? But if you do love Victoria Beckham, you might kind of understand the passion behind it and like the instant loves that you get. Like everything she releases has almost always been a hit for me. These are no exception. These are the Posh glosses. I have 3 shades here. I have the lightest one is Bikini. The next darkest one is called Tan Line. And then the third one is called Poolside. Bikini is a very beautiful shade. It's almost like a very pale pink, but it doesn't wash you out, which I really like. So the opacity of these glosses are probably about medium. If you want to build them up a little bit, you can, but I do think you're going to hit a maximum of medium to full. These are not going to be ever this dark on your lips, if that makes sense. Like this is very concentrated in the tube. It's not going to look this opaque. It's going to look medium to full when it's at its maximum. Has a teeny bit of a tack, but not crazy. The creaminess seems to make it work perfectly. I think the tack sort of helps it stay in place a little bit longer than other lip glosses, but it's not an uncomfortable stickiness at all. You can just tell when you're applying it, there's a little bit of something to it to sort of help it adhere a little better. Looking to see if they smell like anything. No, nothing. No sweet smell, no lip gloss smell. Like, it's like, I sometimes feel like I have the nose of a bloodhound and I can't smell a thing off of these. The doe foot is actually a total flat doe foot. There's no curvature to it at all. It's just flat. You can definitely get the Cupid's bow really nice. And I really love the packaging because she always kills it there too. They're glass tubes with the tortoiseshell cap. So beautiful, elegant, and that's kind of who Posh is. I'm definitely like girl crushing all the time. She's so sweet and very stylish. We have another new favorite from her line. Want to talk about a mascara that I didn't think I would love. It's kind of funny. I did test it out, I think it was a month and a half ago now, for the very first time on camera, and I've been testing it ever since. This is the YSL Lash Clash mascara, and the only thing I don't like is the outer packaging. It could be a little bit better. It's like a very lightweight kind of plasticky packaging, and this is like a brass YSL sign that kind of wraps around the cap there. So it's a little bit bulky packaging wise, and that's really the only thing I don't like. I do think the wand is much better suited for the top lash versus the bottom. So keep in mind that you can, in a pinch, use the bottom lashes, but it's so large that you're probably gonna hit like your cheek or just underneath your eye there. So this one is lovely. There's a tapered end to this wand. It separates and amplifies very beautifully. I do like the fact that it doesn't flake throughout the day, and I love that it's easy to remove as well. We're not talking about a tubing mascara. This is perfect. It's waterproof if you have a little bit of a light cry, because I did have a light cry while wearing this. Not to be depressing, but it didn't do anything when it came to smudging. So I inevitably tested it in that way and it passed. This is an absolutely lovely mascara, but like I said, packaging I wish was a teeny bit better, but I do prefer other wand sizes when I'm hitting my bottom lash. I want to talk about a beautiful piece of jewelry that I picked up recently that I've been obsessed with. I now have 2 pieces from this line and I've really been loving them. I discovered the brand Mejuri, I think is how you say it, or Mejuri. Let me know down below what's the best way to say it. But I picked up this beautiful necklace. You guys, it's so gorgeous. And I haven't seen a necklace like this that has this type of quality for this price point. It really feels like pure gold, and it's not at all the price tag of a pure gold necklace. I also have these hoops on, which I will show you guys in a zoomed in clip, but these are the hoops that my husband got me over Christmas for a Christmas gift. They're small and dainty and delicate, and I've been wearing them a ton ever since I got them. So love, love, love the quality of these pieces. This is now my second. Like I said, I've been wearing this one nonstop too, but this brand has a lot of really core pieces you can build your jewelry collection with. Really nice bracelets, rings, necklaces, etc. So I think this is a limited edition necklace right here because it's in partnership with somebody else. I will link it down below. I discovered this brand recently and I'm super impressed already, so I can't wait to try out more from the brand. I did do a concealer roundup not that long ago, so if you didn't check out that video, it gives you all sorts of information on the new high-end concealers, but this is one of my favorites of the month and also of the new releases. This is the Cle de Peau Beauty Broad Spectrum SPF 25 stick. I've been obsessed with this one. The shade I picked up is beige, I believe, and this is a beautiful stick. It's really beautiful for the eye area because it covers it so beautifully, feels very lightweight. You can actually blend it out beautifully with a sponge, which is what I do. I can cover my acne with it. I can go kind of in between my nose and eye there for my discoloration. It's perfect. Really love this one. A close second is the Bobbi Brown Skin Corrector Stick. That's really lovely too. But this is a really nice one. And it's funny, I thought that I picked up the newly formulated version until someone said that that looks like the old packaging. And I was like, what? So now I don't even know which version I have. I'm kind of nervous. Like, when I go to repurchase it again, is it going to be the new version and I'm going to be surprised? I don't know, but I did get this very recently from Nordstrom Canada, so who knows? I thought I got the new one and I don't have any experience with the old version to know the difference. Let me know down below if you can see the packaging here. Do you think I got the old one or did I get the new one? I'm very curious now. Either way, I've been obsessed with this one. It's very creamy, very lightweight, offers a natural to radiant finish on the skin. It is gorgeous. What do you guys think of my March favorites? Do let me know what your favorites were from this month. In particular, if there's anything that you think I should check out, because we do have the Sephora spring event coming so soon. I figured I'd put my favorites up a little earlier so you guys can get some stuff in your carts right away. Of course, I'm going to be doing my recommendations video as well coming up soon. Thank you so much for watching, and until my next one, guys, take care and stay safe. Bye, guys.